Tonight, I want to share a story with you all. I'll try to walk up and down, because I know there are some people that might not be tall enough to see. You're out there. So, there was a rabbi, and she was very wise, very smart, funny. Everyone liked her. So, she really had a lot of presence in this town. And there was someone living in this town that was telling stories. What does it mean when someone's telling stories? They might be exaggerating. They might be gossiping. Does that sound like a good thing? No. Does it still happen to some of the best of us? Yeah. So she was spreading gossip all around the town, and finally people were getting really hurt by the things she was saying and the stories that they were saying. No, not the rabbi, another person. Sorry, sorry, the rabbi didn't spread rumors, don't do that. So we'll say he was spreading rumors. There, now we'll be able to differentiate. So Allegra thinks that sounds right. So this man was spreading rumors throughout the town, and the people came and said, Rabbi, what do I do? This man is spreading rumors about me, and it's not fair, and it's not true, and all of these people are believing it. And the rabbi said, because again, she was wise, smart, funny, all of those lovely things, said, well, tell him to come in and see me, and we'll talk. And so the man came in to see the wonderful, smart, funny female rabbi, and she told the man, you've been hurting a lot of people. Do you want to make it right? First he said, you know, all I did was tell a few tales. Like, really, the problem is everybody else. Like, I didn't tell a lot of people, I just told a few. So maybe you should talk to the other people. The rabbi did not think this was a great answer, and instead say, you know what? I will make sure you are forgiven by everyone in this community if you do something. So the rabbi said, I want you to go to the town square. I want you to go to Beale Street. I want you to go to the town square and take a feather pillow with you. Something you don't usually take to Beale Street, probably, or the town square. And the rabbi said, what you're going to do is you're going to cut the pillow open and you're going to let the feathers out. And so the man was like, this is going to be a great story later. This is going to be great. The rabbi told me to take a pillow to the town square. Amazing. So he goes and does it. He cuts open the feather bag, and so excited is he about this ridiculous thing the rabbi's asking him. He swings the pillowcase around and lets all of the feathers fly everywhere. And he goes back to the rabbi and he says, Rabbi, I did it. I'm forgiven. Hooray for me. But the rabbi says, I forgot to tell you there's a part 2. You got to go back to the town square and you got to bring me back all of the feathers. Oh, you're my man. So, yeah, that's probably what that man was thinking too. So the man was like, okay, sure. Goes back to the town square, searches everywhere, finds one, where does he find one? Lying around. Finds one on top of something, sees one stuck in a tree somewhere. I know there aren't really a lot of trees on Beale Street, but we'll just leave that. In New York City, near Central Park. That's Allegra's request. So the man is able to gather probably about a handful of feathers and comes back to the rabbi and says, this was crazy. You expected me to go back and be able to collect all of these feathers that you told me to put into the wind, and you thought that was possible? The rabbi said, no, I didn't. But I wanted you to understand something, that sometimes when you put something out into the world, that you can't control what happens to it. You can't control where it goes. It's the same way with our words. So if we say something about someone else that's not true, if we say something about someone that's not nice, if it's not kind, if it's not important, those things are out there, and we can't go out and bring them back. We can't just say, I take it back. We still hurt people. In the lesson in this week's Torah portion, that story is not from the Torah, but this week we are in Mishpatim, which means laws. And it's a Torah portion in which the Israelites are given all of these laws and values to structure their life around in the desert as they're wandering toward the promised land, having just been freed. And one of the values in this is saying, don't lie. Don't blame someone else for something they didn't do. Don't spread rumors, because that's the kind of community God wanted for the Israelites. And so I hope that all of us here tonight can dedicate this Shabbat and hopefully many other days to not letting loose all of the feathers, not letting loose the rumors, not saying things that aren't true about other people, and focus instead in using our words for good. It's okay if you spread good things. So if you give compliments and say wonderful things, we don't need to get those back. We want to put as many out there as possible. So I encourage you to use this Shabbat to do just that and try to use your words only for that, for at least this Shabbat, if not many, many days after. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.